Hey, this is Robin Pollock, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the frequency of joy and how it works. We can go in our lives and vibrate in low frequencies and attract experiences that match that frequency. You know, when you're sad and when you're feeling miserable, it seems like other things around you feel dismal and sad and even glum, right? It doesn't feel like there's anything good going on. But when we're in a state of happiness, when we're in a state of joy, it feels like everything that comes our way is easy. It feels like everything that comes our way is effortless. So, how can we heal ourselves to shift our state, to actually allow ourselves to feel that frequency of joy more than feeling that heaviness? Now, it's perfectly normal for people to feel any sense of emotions. It's part of being human. Feeling joy, feeling anger, feeling sadness, feeling grief, feeling euphoria, they're all perfectly okay. But if we allow ourselves in our minds to perseverate on the negative things, then that's what we will be experiencing and feeling. And so I really wanted to do a little experience with you where you get to sort of see how we get to shift our perspective. So, what I want you to try and think about is I want you to think about a good memory, something that happened to you where you were happy in the past, something that was fun, something that you even refer to now as a funny story, something that you shared with another person or maybe by yourself. And I want you to attach that to this idea of joy. And when you give yourself permission to do things that are joyful, that are happy, you actually are projecting the experience that you had in that other situation onto this one. Your expectations are that they will be similar or of the same, and that you want them to be joyful and fun, right? And we even measure them. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that wasn't as fun as this time, right? We sort of do that. And the thing is, the more you experience those feelings, the more you get to be in a group of people who are experiencing joy, who are experiencing happiness, the higher you get to experience these feelings, the more intense. You know what I'm saying? It becomes even more memorable, more something that you always refer back to. And you go, oh, yes, I want it to be like that because that was amazing. I want that again. That's what I want, right? Nobody says, oh, yes, I want to have that time that I got stuck on the highway with a flat tire. Oh, yes, let's do that again. Said no one, right? Everybody says, I want that time again, that we were on the boat and we were all there and we had such a great time and the weather was great and the food was great and everybody was laughing, we're all getting along. That's the stuff that people want to hold on to and reduplicate over and over again, right? Because it felt so good. It felt so memorable. And that feeling of happiness is really how you recreate other positive moments in your life. And you create these like little chains of events that spark happiness in your life by reduplicating that feeling. So I want you to start to do a little bit of an inventory of where you spend time. Eliminate all the information that you are taking in that brings your energy down. And I want you to start to think about things that really make you feel good. And start to look at things that make you feel good and things that make you feel not so good. And there's a sheet that you can fill out in this PDF, and you can see, what am I doing that makes me feel good? What am I doing that makes me feel not so good? And if it's easier, you can even say good, stressed, not good, great. And you can have all those different permutations on your list. And you can pause this video while you're creating that list. So after you look at that list and you see what's going on, you might say, well, how do I change this? How do I alter those experiences that don't seem so positive, that don't seem fun, that don't seem like something I actually want in my life, right? How do I change it? Well, there are really 8 real ways to change it. One is that you have to be in your thought, in the here and the now, you know, and not allow yourself to worry about 2 hours from now, 3 hours from now, tomorrow, next week, that you really have to stay in the here and now. You also shouldn't go in the past. Don't think back. Start staying right here. When you're feeling this wavering of emotions, try and start staying right where you are. Everything you say or feel in this moment becomes your reality. So when you say, I'm really feeling really sad, it's just not a good day, your brain is hearing what you're saying, and you start to feel into those words. So instead, look at the moment that you're in and find something to appreciate. Be conscious of the sounds around you. Be conscious of what you're listening to. Try playing music that lifts you up. Drink more water. Spend some time nurturing yourself. Many times when we're feeling blue, it's because we aren't taking the time to take care of ourselves. Connect with somebody who's supportive to you. Be grateful for the things that you have in your life. Do something kind for someone else. And do something that gets you excited. So these are just really fundamental little tricks. And now this is something that I really do when I'm stuck. I sit down and I close my eyes and I think of a place that I love. So why don't you do this? Close your eyes right now. Take a breath. And see if you can take another one. And I want you just feeling the breath coming in and out of your body. And feel that your chest is rising and falling. And in this next breath, I want you to think of a place that you love. It's your go-to place in your mind that you go to when you're feeling stressed. And think of all the smells that are there that you love to smell. If you love to go to the ocean, you're going to think about the salty air, and it makes you smile. I want you to think about your favorite color and how when you see it, how you feel it in your whole body. I want you to think of the sound that makes you feel good. For me, again, it's the water slushing in the ocean and how it soothes me. I want you to think of a pet or a person that has brought love into your life. And I want you to feel that deep within you. Really feel it in your heart. And in your next breath, I want you to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Flutter your eyes open. That last trick, those senses, remembering those things, really allow you to create a perspective shift when you're feeling sad or when you're feeling blue. And it's a way to lift you up. It won't solve the problem, but it'll allow you to shift your attention so that you can start to feel a higher sense of frequency within you of joy, and find the ability to solve the problem or seek support to solve the problem. Perspective shifts are a really great trick to do for situations when I say when there are glitches in our life and we want to get out of those glitches and we don't want to feel stuck. If you're finding that these glitches are happening more and more, please make sure you reach out and find support from somebody who can help you. A loved one, a psychologist, a coach, a family member. And never feel like there isn't anybody that you can lean on for support. This perspective shift is meant for you to use as a tool to allow you to navigate life. But if you're finding that life is difficult to navigate, you might need more than just one tool to navigate that. So don't get down on yourself and judge yourself for needing that assistance. Just recognize it for what it is and reach out and take care of yourself. Thank you so much for tuning into Frequency of Joy. And I look forward to connecting with you again and hearing your comments about how this might be helping you shift your perspective. Bye-bye.